This video is for all the people who seem to think Kamala Harris is all about supporting the Second Amendment because of her recent statements. You know the ones I'm talking about.
Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away.
I did not know that.
If somebody breaks in my house, they're getting shot.
So let's rewind to 2005, shall we? When Kamala Harris, a district attorney of San Francisco, supported Proposition H. Proposition H banned the manufacture, distribution, sale, and transfer of firearms and ammunition within San Francisco, and banned city residents from possessing handguns within San Francisco, and confiscated the guns people already had by giving them 4 months to turn them in without legal consequence. Not only did Kamala support this law, she sponsored it. Although Mayor Gavin Newsom, who has not taken position, several of the city's most liberal leaders are supporting the far-reaching ban, including District Attorney Kamala Harris and 4 supervisors who are listed as sponsors. You know what makes this even wilder? Proposition H actually passed. So not only would gun owners in San Francisco have to turn in their guns, they wouldn't get any money for the guns that they paid for. They wanted to strip gun owners of their rights while selling them some utopian fantasy that's nothing but smoke and mirrors. And that's why I stand by the statement, need money for pew-pew. It's not just about firearms, it's about preserving our freedom. And if we're wondering why oppressive regimes always go after civilian disarmament first, it's because an armed populace is a threat to tyranny. The cost of liberty has always been high, but it's one we're willing to pay. By the way, if you agree with me on this, head over to shop.mrcolionnoir.com or hit the link in the description section and grab yourself a need money for pew pew or need money for guns shirt, hat, drinkware, or even this premium embroidered hoodie that I'm wearing right now. Or like I said before, click the link in the description section. Trust me, you're gonna wanna get yours while you still can. Now, it wasn't until the court stepped in that Proposition H got struck down as unconstitutional, but that's not the point. The point is, Kamala Harris supported this handgun ban and confiscation. The same Kamala who is now trying to sell this wolf ticket.
Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away.
Oh, and let us not forget, in 2008, Kamala also fought against the Heller decision, a historic Supreme Court case that said that you, me, and every other US citizen have an individual right to own a gun. Kamala led a group of prosecutors that tried to convince the Supreme Court that you don't have an individual right to own a gun, arguing that if the court ruled that you do have an individual right to own a gun, it would endanger state and local firearm laws. God, that's savage. So, the next time someone tries to tell you, Kamala's not coming for your guns, I want you to show them this video, because she literally tried to do it in 2005 and in 2008. But now, when it's politically convenient, she's claiming she owns a gun and would use it to defend her home. But then the next day, her campaign took it back.
Well, she was joking. I mean, it was a joke.
Every time someone says, why can't gun owners just meet in the middle with common sense measures? This is why. We've seen what compromise means to people like Kamala Harris. They start with, oh, we just want to ban assault weapons. But if they could, they'd go after handguns too, because they did it in 2005 with Proposition H. And if they get their way, they'll do it again. First it's AR-15s, then it's Glocks, then it's whatever else they can get their hands on. That's why we draw the line in the sand. What's even crazier, back then, Harris wasn't talking about keeping the weapons of war out of civilian hands. She was trying to take away the most basic tool of self-defense, the handgun. Fast forward to today and she's claiming she's a gun owner, that she'll protect her house with a gun. I guess it's okay now because it fits the narrative, because she's suddenly a responsible gun owner? Or maybe because her political ambitions now rely on painting herself as relatable. Let me tell you, this is the same old playbook. The gun control crowd keeps switching their target. Sometimes it's handguns, sometimes it's rifles, but at the end of the day, the game is the same. They don't want the public owning guns, period. Back in 2005, it was handguns. Today, it is AR-15s. Tomorrow, who knows? Maybe they'll be coming for your shotgun because it holds too many shells. It's all a long game. And get this, Proposition H was so radical that even Gavin Newsom, yes, Gavin, Mr. Anti-Gun, Slick Hair Gel Newsom, didn't even take a position on it when he was a mayor of San Francisco, not because he thought it was unconstitutional, but because he was at least politically savvy enough to realize it wouldn't be a good look. That tells you how wild this proposition was. But you know who did take a position? Your girl Kamala, who was right there supporting it. So next time you hear Kamala Harris talk about how she doesn't want to take away anyone's guns, just remember Proposition H and the Heller decision. Because the past doesn't lie, and no matter how much she tries to spin it, we know where she really stands when it comes to our Second Amendment rights. Don't let the political theater trick you out of your rights. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and most importantly, stay armed. Oh, like I said before, don't forget, get your need money for pew pew or need money for guns or premium embroidered hoodie, hats, all of it. Shop.MrColion.com. Link in the description section. One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you. And we're all fighting this culture war together. Now you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.